the red cards. If I see another red card, I'm going to lose me rank. Well, it's that time. And I, for one, I can't remember how many times I might have said this in the past, but thank goodness that is the international break that is coming up soon. Injuries, suspensions, red cards out the wazoo at the moment for Chelsea Football Club, and all to cap it off before this next international break, the penultimate one of 2025. There's another one in November. We face Liverpool, and to many people's reckoning, it may come at a good time because they are in a little bit of a sticky situation at the moment in terms of their current run, their current form, and a lot of people think that they are being highly overrated so far in their runnings in the Premier League season. Before we begin, please do like the video, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be notified of any future content on the channel. Ladies and gentlemen, yay! 10 o'clock. Liverpool come into this game off of the back of two, not just one, but two consecutive defeats, both in the Premier League and in the Champions League, respectively. Crystal Palace 2-1. It seemed as though, for the most part, Palace had seen it through. Palace had got it done and dusted. And then, of course, in typical Liverpool fashion, a Chiesa 87th minute equaliser. Everyone thought, well, that's that then. You know, that was nice. You know, Palace had the game sorted. But lo and behold, Nketiah in the 97th minute came through and got the winner in an otherwise, maybe not in hindsight, but at first it seemed like a bit of a shock. But then you factor in that Crystal Palace are on a very good run of form at the moment. Crystal Palace, to a lot of people's thoughts, are potential Premier League candidates, Premier League contenders. So either this is Liverpool have lost to a very good side in Crystal Palace, or maybe it's at the start of a poor run of form for Liverpool. Maybe they're just not as good as people thought. 72% possession in that game against the Eagles at Selhurst, and 20 shots. Just the one goal to show for it. Now, coming into our game with Liverpool, there are some notable absentees from both sides. Most notably for Liverpool, it is Hugo Ekitike and Alisson Becker. Again, Alisson just always seems to be out for games against Chelsea. But the issue here for Liverpool, the big problem here for Liverpool is that they do not have Kelleher in goal for the first time since God knows how long. And that fucker got them out of sticky wickets left, right, and centre. You name it. You name the direction. You name the occasion. Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, everything. Whenever we played against fucking Liverpool and they were without Alisson, Kelleher just turned into prime fucking Casillas or Buffon or Neuer. You name it. He was arguably unplayable. One of the best goalkeepers of this generation when playing against Chelsea. With that said, everywhere else, it seems as though they're more or less unchanged. They're more or less, not unchanged necessarily, but more or less in good run. Isak up top, I reckon. Szoboszlai, Salah, Gakpo, McAllister, Gravenberch. They're full strength in that regard. Regardless of Ekitike being out. Connor Bradley, we know I think he scored his first goal against Chelsea. I called him a charity case, the way they were celebrating with him. Or a Make-A-Wish kid. Fucking years ago now, it seems. Konate, Van Dijk, Robertson, and of course, the replacement goalkeeper. For Chelsea. Sanchez in goal. We are obviously without several names at this point, but I do predict with Trevor Chalobah absent in this game. We are more than likely going to see Kukurea, Badiashile, and James. I'm fairly sure we are now without. Well, no, we're not. I'm not fairly sure. I am sure we're not. We are without Wesley Fofana with a concussion. We've got no Tosin Adarabioyo with a calf injury. Levi Colwill's out. So it is down to one man and one man only, and that is Joshua Achimpong. Joshua Achimpong and Benoit Badiashile. It's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. I'll tell you that much for free. Although, it's got to be said, Benoit Badiashile was seen to have quite the performance against Benfica midweek in our win against Benfica in the Champions League. Midfield, I've got to say, we're without Andre Santos. He's got a muscle injury. No Cole Palmer, of course. But otherwise, relatively unchanged. I'm going to suggest that we do see Romeo Lavia, though, at the same time. Again, much like Kelleher, Lavia loves a game against Liverpool, doesn't he? He always shows up. The man plays 2 games a season and both of them against Liverpool. It happens every single fucking time. Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez make up the middle 3. I think we're going to see Esteval and Neto on the wings and Joao Pedro up top. Obviously, again, just Trevor Chalobah out with suspension. But otherwise, a fairly normal side, irrespective of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 injuries. Just the 7 injuries going on a moment for Chelsea Football Club. Predictions-wise for this game, I don't like playing Liverpool. I simply do not like playing Liverpool. And obviously, at the end of the season, last season, the win against them was everything you would expect from a gift. You know, they'd already won the league at that point. And so whilst we beat them 3-1, it's just not, I mean, you could argue that it was a strong side. Alisson, Trent, Quansah, Van Dijk, Tsimikas, Elliott, Endo, Jones, Gakpo, Salah, and Diogo Jota as well. So a lot has changed since that game, of course, but still a very, very strong side that we saw, you know, and we still managed to get 3 goals past them. What do we expect in this game? What do we expect in this game? Liverpool, a little bit shaky at the moment. Chelsea, perhaps on the up and up. Once again, with that win against Benfica, you would hope that maybe, just maybe, there's a little bit of life in the lion, so to speak. With that said, I'm going to say it's going to be a high-scoring game, a very, very high-scoring game. I'm going to go with Chelsea 2, Liverpool 3. I don't like predicting losses, but it's just the way I see it happening. I don't see us winning this game. I absolutely hate playing Liverpool. I really do not like playing Liverpool. We look at the record that we've got against them. 3-1 win at Stamford Bridge, sure. Lost 2-1, lost 1-0, lost 4-1, drew 1-1, drew 0-0, drew 0-0, drew 0-0, drew 0-0, drew 2-2, drew 1-1, and then beat them at Anfield back in 2021. Mason Mount with the goal in that game. So it's not a good record. It's not a good sort of matchup that we've had over the years. But you never know. You never know. You never know. I wouldn't be surprised if we pick something up. But with the self-inflicted wounds that we seem to give ourselves all the time, with all the stupid decisions, the red cards, if I see another fucking red card, I'm going to lose me rag. Don't you do it. Don't do it, please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. With that said, let me know your predictions. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your lineups in the comments down below. I'll be live an hour before kickoff, as always, for the last preview of my 20s. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Harry. Up Chelsea. and peace.